One, could I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris Edelman from the state.
And this is Pauline Portillo along with Ms. Peyton Howe for Mr. Felipe Serna Reyes.
All right, you all are scheduled for jury trial today. You filed a motion for continuance?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, and why?
We have several reasons. We do have a motion to inspect and examine evidence, which if granted, I think will require us some time to inspect and examine that physical evidence.
Why wasn't that done before today?
Because, Your Honor, through preparation with my client, which was very limited because of the time frame which we represented him, this was information I had to develop over the course of jail visits, which I couldn't get within 24 hours. And so through prepping with my client, we learned of some evidence that might be, and I would expect strongly, would be material and mitigating to the elements in the case. And so that's the reason why it wasn't filed earlier on in our representation of him.
All right, guys, buckle up, because this courtroom just turned into a battlefield. Right out the gate, the defense and prosecution are clashing hard over a jury trial. And let me tell you, the judge, not here for the nonsense. A motion for continuance hits the table. The defense says they're not ready, no prep, no time, no access. The tension in the room is off the charts. This isn't some routine pre-trial check-in. This is real, raw, and high stakes. We're talking first-degree intent to deliver. Serious charges, serious time. The pressure's on. Welcome to the front lines of justice.
But it was filed before the jury trial date of
27.
the 27th, yes.
All right, anything else with regards to your motion?
I'm sorry, it was filed May 23rd, 2025, and I'll address that motion in a second. But the other issue is, Judge, we had requested missing discovery from the state, and since that request, we've gotten in about 12 videos that are pretty large, and even the state said it's a pretty big file that it took.
What missing discovery?
At this point, it's all been produced, but they are all recordings from SAPD personnel who are at the scene.
Okay.
And they're pretty large videos, Your Honor, and one of them, I think, includes the unmuted portion of the defendant's statements. And I also believe that that's going to have material and mitigating evidence for his defense. So it's really...
Get real, because the defense just dropped a bombshell. They claim they only uncovered critical evidence during last-minute jail visits. Yep, you heard that right. Their client's been locked up, and only through rushed, pressured meetings. Did this new info come to light? Why so late? Because the defense just picked up the case. And now they're asking for more time to inspect, to review, to build a strategy. But Judge, she's not having it. Why wasn't this done earlier? She snaps tick-tock. The court's on a schedule, and delays don't fly here. You want to step into the system? You'd better come battle-ready.
For us to be able to review all.
All right, so review the video now.
Judge, these videos are an hour and a half.
Review the videos now.
Will do, Your Honor. And then the other issue with the motion for continuance is the other issue with the motion for continuance, Judge, is that to prepare an adequate defense for him and to avoid issues of this case being appealed for ineffective assistance of counsel.
People love to throw around ineffective assistance of counsel. This case has previously been set. He had another attorney. It was set for jury trial, and your firm decided that you were going to represent him and get on a case knowing that it was set for trial. So if you all want to throw your swords on ineffective assistance of counsel and file that with the appellate court, that's completely up to you.
Here's where it explodes. 12 massive videos, each over an hour long, finally land in the defense's lap. Late, crucial. Straight from SAPD, these aren't just body cams, they're the heartbeat of the scene. Then boom, one clip catches the unmuted voice of the accused. That's not background noise, that's game-changing evidence. But the judge, she's locked in. Watch them now, she orders. No extensions, no delays, no excuses. The defense. Stiffens, yes. Your Honor, tension spikes. Every glance, every breath, every tick of the clock, it's all electric. This isn't just court. This is a war zone in ties and heels.
Next
Understand
part.
that, Your Honor. The issue is that it is very apparent to me that because there was so much missing discovery that was never requested, that there was not adequate prep work by the prior attorney, and that's why, unfortunately, and I don't want it to be held against him, it's taking us so long to put everything together and figure out the missing pieces.
Oh, no, name the parties who you're saying didn't complete adequate discovery.
Name the parties that
Oh, yeah, who are you
The
talking
state.
about?
the state.
Okay.
So the issue, Judge, is that I don't think that this should be held against him. He's facing substantial jail time. It's an enhanced first degree possession with intent to deliver. And so those cases, they require a lot of links, a lot of connecting the dots. And so my argument for the continuance would be that we definitely need some more time. Just
All right,
because
the
of
video is like an hour. What did you say, an hour and what?
So the 12 videos, each one starting at least at about an hour and a half long.
All right, so y'all need to watch the videos today. He's here, you're here, watch the videos. Next point.
We'll do, Your Honor. But
Right gloves off. The defense fires back. Ineffective assistance of counsel. Heavy words. They're claiming the last lawyer dropped the ball, no prep, no discovery, no strategy. And now they're stuck cleaning the mess. But the judge doesn't flinch. You took this case knowing it was heading to trial. She snaps. No sympathy. No delay. Want to appeal? Fine. File the paperwork. This courtroom isn't a negotiation table, it's a battlefield. And Judge, she's the general. And generals don't retreat.
the other point is that this is a case that has a lot to it. And so it's not just a regular, like a DWI third or another felony that you could get ready for very quickly. And so given the nature of this case and the prep work for it, that is a little bit above and beyond another felony. And this court, that's also the reason for the continuance.
All right, but you all knew that this was set for jury trial. And so you all chose to do it. You've been given your 10 days. So what's your other grounds for a motion for continuance?
That I don't have any other grounds for my motion, Your Honor.
All right, so you all need to look at the whatever video she says he needs to see. If you will load it up so she can watch the video with her client.
And Judge, I tried to do that when I was here about a week and a half ago, and the state never was able to give me the video because they were too busy. And so
Well, do you see anyone else here now? Load up the video so she can watch it with her client.
Don't you have access to it now?
we requested, but it doesn't come over right away.
So you
It
don't
takes-
have it?
Yeah.
Well, here's the real kicker. The defense isn't just arguing evidence, fighting for a real defense. This isn't some cut and dry misdemeanor. It's an enhanced first-degree felony. Futures are on the line. Lives can change in an instant. But the judge, she's ice cold. You had your 10 days, she says. The state did their job. Now do yours. No more delays. No more excuses. The air shifts. You can feel it. Justice is grinding forward. Ready or not, this train isn't stopping.
Okay.
So the other issue, Judge, is we have a motion to inspect and examine physical evidence. The state tells me that they're not opposed to it.
Well, you all should have done that before your 10 days. You had plenty of time to inspect evidence. So,
Okay, is the court going to rule on it?
oh yeah, you can expect whatever evidence you want to inspect, but I am not granting a motion for continuance because you all have not inspected evidence that was always available.
Would you like a copy?
They've given me copies of your motion. So state, she wants to inspect evidence. Is there any other motion?
Judge, it's just there's two motions for each cause number.
Okay.
So I just wanted to see if we could get your signature on both cause numbers.
So, what now? The defense scrambles to regroup. They finally score a win permission to inspect physical evidence. But the judge fires back. You should have done this already. No delays. Bang! Another blow. And then it gets real. The defense pushes for the identity of a confidential informant. Form that's dangerous, ground strictly protected. But they want it all. Names, sources, every hidden brick in the wall. This isn't law and order. This is legal warfare and no one's playing nice. School now, it's rapid fire motions flying like bullets. objections echoing off the whilst the judge cuts through the chaos. Talk to the state. Get your motions in order. Don't waste my time. But the defense won't back down. We're not ready. Too late. Time's up. The judge has had enough. Watch the videos now, she demands. No more babysitting. No more delays. The prosecutor's not lending a hand. The defense is scrambling. And the pressure. Oh, could slice it with a blade. The trial starts today. Ready or not. Justice doesn't hit snooze.
Okay. And other than that, is there any other motion?
Yes, we have a motion to require disclosure of all informers relied upon and for production of said informers.
All right. So what are you basing that? And you're speaking of a confidential informant?
I believe it is, Your Honor.
All right. So there are certain grounds legally where you're allowed to that information. So what are you basing that request
So,
on?
Judge, there's a reference to an anonymous tip by the detective in this report. And so I don't know, I think we need to call him in to at least get some testimony about what the anonymous tip was. And generally speaking, like, what's the nature of it? What did it reveal? And if it's somebody that this person has worked with in the past, because that's all I have is that it's an anonymous tip. There's no other
Stay.
information included there.
I can call Ramirez, see if we can get him here.
Okay.
Down. The judge's patience. It's gone? Should I step down and load the video myself? She's snap-stripping with sarcasm. The defense is still fumbling, the prosecutor stone cold. And that's it. Line drawn. Jury selection starts this afternoon. Remember, more stalling, no more buffering. You want your day in court. You've got it. But this isn't a rehearsal. This is real justice. Fast, ruthless, and relentless. Only the prepared survive. Game on.